Before we move on to the next item, there's one thing called a gear ratio, which I would like to show you right now. So you can see that there is an amount of teeth on this, presumably 32 for this and 16 for this. And 16 to 32 is going to be the ratio, which can determine the speed at which it spins. So let's say we have, this is a system here, and we're spinning this gray large gear, which makes the smaller one spin faster. While if we decide to spin the smaller one, we see much slower movement in the gray gear. This can turn out, knowing the gear ratio of the gears that you are using can actually turn out to be very valuable when you're making attachments that use multiple gears. So now let's move on to the next type, which are axles. So we have multiple sizes of axles here. There are 2M, 3M, 5M, 7M, and they go all the way up to 12M. And these can be used to be plugged into gears or holes that have any four-sided axle hole. There are also special types of axles, such as this one, which can be plugged in, and if you try to push it further, it won't move further. Unlike a gear of the same size, but without such a system, where if you put it in, it'll simply go all the way through and come out. And there's also axles with what we call butts. So let's say we have an axle hole and we plug it in and it won't go through, so you have a sturdy attachment for a gear or any sort of other system that you're using that has axle holes. The next type we're looking at is wheel rims. So these are simply wheel cores that can be used as on the bottom of your robot along with the other wheels that you're using on default to give you additional traction and grip on the playmat. For example, two of these wheels can be put side by side with the large axle on the bottom of your robot, and this will give you more grip when you're moving. And before we move on, I would like to mention that you do not need to use only spike prime Technic pieces. As long as a piece is registered in Lego, you can see that it's written on the piece itself, you will know that you can use that. As long as the piece is not electrically operated and it is official Lego pieces, then you can use it in your FLL bot. Now, moving on to the next category, which is angular beams. So angular beams are a type of beam which lets you have kinks without having to make the beams that you're connecting structurally unstable. So for example, if I wanted to make this exact same configuration, I would have to take a peg, a 5-beam and a 3-beam, and actually connect them both, which would give me the exact same physical structure as this, but much more instability. So instead, what I can do is I can simply use this Lego piece and it won't bend, so I can connect it with anything that I want to and it will stay there. So this piece is pretty useful in making your bot, because if you do not use these angular pieces, such as this one which has an axle hole at the end, and this one which has two bends in it, there are different types of angular beams, and each one of them can be used for a different purpose, like giving your robot edges, making it structurally stable so you don't have to bend like the previous example I showed you. This will help make your FLL robot considerably stable and sturdy. So then, and finally, the next type we're going to go to are the bushels.